Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to GTA Froze. Today we'll simultaneously be covering why GTA Online is the best and worst online game ever. Let's get into the video. Now, one thing people don't actually realize is that GTA Online is sort of an MMO in some cases. Well, in a lot of cases. It has the same weekly updates, has the same currency system, has just a bunch of things that relate to an MMO, but they just do it kind of poorly and they do it slightly okay. So let's cover the things. First off, I have the weekly updates. Now, the weekly updates add incredible things, sometimes. They do update the game weekly with sales like every week, and there's always new challenges, things like that. And on the rare occasion, they'll even put in like new survival modes, things like that, just in weekly updates. And for a lot of games, they use those for big updates. So that's a W there. Now, the bad part about these updates is there's not a lot of things to do in GTA, so it's always repeating stuff, repeating sales, repeating content, posting out new content that's just basically a repeat. It's really not that crazy of updates, to be honest, but it is weekly updates, so we'll give it the W for weekly updates in that regard. Now, in a lot of MMOs, it's very hard to gain the currency that's on the game, right? It's very difficult to get gold in World of Warcraft, at least in the classic version. But in GTA Online, it's pretty easy to get money without cheating, and it's even easier to get it when people cheat around you. But you can get so much money from these heists and things like that just easily by playing the game, which is awesome. Having a high reward for playing a part of the game is pretty cool. It gets pretty repetitive, but it's still pretty cool. Now, there's a lot of things you can do to get money and a lot of things you can do to spend your money on. So, I mean, it's kind of a win-win on that regard. On the downside, there is nothing really rare. Pretty much everyone who plays the game or has money has everything in the game. So it really doesn't do much to own the newest stuff anyways. It doesn't really matter. I mean, everybody has it at once, so there's really nothing rare besides like the yearly things that come out, for summer, like the musket. But then again, those even aren't that rare because there's a pretty high chance that you'll log on one of these years during these event times and get the free stuff. Meanwhile, other MMOs will like cut it off literally and you won't be able to get it ever again. So it's really not that great of a thing, to be honest. I mean, it's nothing crazy. The musket isn't like a top tier weapon or anything like that, but it's still just the fact that, hey, I was on in 2012 for this musket when it first came out. That's awesome. Meanwhile, 11-year-old Bobby logs on in 2021 and he gets it too. It's just not the same. So this game is pretty cool in regards that it has characters from the main story. Like you see Trevor, you see Lester, you see a bunch of stuff, man. It's super duper cool to have intertwining stories. It's awesome. It's just one thing that they don't do right with it is they don't add in current time characters and they don't add in a lot of the events from GTA Online. I mean, the game is clearly based before the events of story mode as Trevor is still alive, and there is an option to kill Trevor unless they just disregard the entire story mode and just throw him in there whether he's alive or dead, no matter what you chose. You know what really sucks is if you chose to kill Trevor in the story mode and he wasn't alive for you to get the heist in GTA Online. You couldn't do it. That would be stupid and that would suck. So I see why they didn't really do that there, but at the same time it's like, there's so much opportunity here. There's so many characters in the GTA world, and they didn't take the opportunity to bring back a lot of the fan favorites from GTA 4 or 3, San Andreas. They didn't do that. They decided to just bring back like Gay Tony and Laszlo. I mean, it's not really the most impressive, but I mean, it's some fanfare at least, right? There's some cool stuff. Tony Princeton, nightclub guy. Now, like I said, because it's based before the story mode, it doesn't do a whole lot with the main story mode. There's not a lot going on in intertwining sections there. There's not a lot of things you can really relate to and be like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Not a lot of things happen that you can be like, oh, this happened in the story mode. That's awesome. Now, they could definitely catch it up with GTA 6. But it wouldn't make much sense to have really the story mode intertwined because there are 3 different endings, and that's the problem when it comes to integration with online, is that there are different endings, and especially when the game was supposed to be written differently. Like, did you know that Franklin, Michael, and Trevor were all supposed to die, and Lamar was supposed to be the big man on campus? Yeah, that didn't happen. Maybe the canonical ending is killing Michael now that I'm thinking about it, because Trevor's still alive, so maybe there's more integration than I think. Who knows? That's going to do it for our video, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like on the video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.